But you didn't think you'd be doing this? Oh. Motivation is key. It can make or break a business. This week, we talk motivation on site while cleaning. We go through team building exercises at the monthly meeting, and we dig deeper about what we can do to motivate all of the staff now and in the future. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the clean. And we're back. Tuesday, the 2nd of January. I'm sure it doesn't feel like we've actually been anywhere for yourselves, but because we film a couple of weeks ahead, we've got a bit of a delay. So to us, it feels like we've had a break. To you, maybe not. What a start. Today is going to be a very busy day. Technicians are all flat out. Customer service, although it was a bit touch and go, managed to get the day all fully booked up in advance before Christmas, because obviously the office is closed in between Christmas and New Year. It does make life a bit harder to make sure we are all fully booked this week. The contract side, Ashley has the Notting Hill nursery site starting this evening, and obviously it will be a catch-up day there as well. We go down to skeleton staff on the contract side. We don't fully shut. So let's hit the ground running and crack on. Oh yeah, how you doing? You all right? Sorry, I wasn't being rude, I just kind of lock myself away when I'm doing stats. Excuse the wind, it is rather windy today. We do have one other thing happening today, which is Georgia starting in the office. Georgia is the new customer service person for the afternoons, so she's basically taking over from Vicky. Obviously you'll know that Vicky left us at the end of last year. Georgia will be doing some training alongside Danny and the other customer service personnel to keep things ticking over. Looking forward to having her as part of the Vapor Clean family. How are you getting on? All right. For about 5 minutes and then it all it's a lot to take in. It's a lot, so just take your time. You all right? Is that you that's been doing audits? I can see them pinging through. Yeah. Regents, yeah, I just see that Regency, yeah.
Yeah, the fridge was filthy.
They don't have it cleaned often enough. They used to have it cleaned more often, right. And then they cut the hours back, cost saving basically. And there's so many, I could imagine now anyway, there must have been before Christmas, there's so many people in there. Oh, right.
Can you manage 3 bags of rubbish? 3 bags of rubbish.
We've had one rather frustrating start to the year this year. We've had a out of the blue resignation from a technician. I shall be sorry to see them go, but that's not actually the frustrating bit. The frustrating bit is that they don't open up. Yeah, you have procedures in place for good reason, because unfortunately you can't always be everyone's friend and do everything exactly how you'd want to do it. You have to look after the business as much as you look after the people, and if you don't look after the business, well, there's not a business to look after the people. Sometimes you have to make decisions that you don't like, and you can try and explain that to people, you can try and get that point across, and you can try and be as nice as you can. But unfortunately, sometimes, despite them saying that they understand, they get it, they agree, it's not an issue, not going to be a problem, actually, they're just putting on a bit of an act and not really telling you exactly how they feel. To be quite honest with you, a lot of people would say I'm a bit too blunt and a bit too honest for my own good, but I respect that a lot. And if I had an issue, or if I've got an issue with anyone, I literally let them know what it is. If I don't like how something's going down, then I'll let them know that and be honest to try and come up with a better solution that I feel is fairer for everyone. And it's a shame that this person hasn't done that, basically. It is what it is. I got to look after everyone along the way. So, so we've lost a technician. We will recruit and build the team back up. All we can do is keep trying to make the team as good as we can. Judging by some of the comments in the resignation letter, they didn't really think the Vapor Clean way. And again, they probably didn't tell the honest truth about everyone. Anyway, so we are where we are. Wednesday the 3rd of January, and it's monthly meeting day. It's going to be a busy one. What is the weather like? It's fucking horrendous.
Morning.
Bit wet?
Yeah.
I literally just messaged you. I don't think you've even seen it. I didn't realise you didn't get a lift in.
I was just trying not to break my phone as well as anything else.
Oh, because of the rain. No, I didn't think of that. But weather like this, though, don't like drop me a message or something. So I don't mind if you know, if at least if you get the bus to Sainsbury's or wherever it is you get the bus to, I can pick you up from there. It's better than walking and all of that.
Just getting to the bus stop wasn't like that.
Oh, was it?
It was like as soon as I got out the door, it just started pouring it down.
On yesterday, you commented on.
Yeah.
It looked. It didn't
looked,
look
I
that.
thought it looked
It
dry
didn't look
because
that
it was
tight,
tight,
but
so I
oh
thought-
my god, I was
bet
literally
it was.
about this much space. I was thinking, how can I get my gut in there?
I want to try and talk through some content. What you have been doing is getting better and better and better every time, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, you went to that school. It's been a couple of weeks ago. Big school that used to be a hospital or something. It was like
I'm
this
not sure.
massive building that had like
Yeah.
apparently they said they had a swimming pool or something. No, it was really interesting hearing about like the history of the building and stuff.
Oh,
But-
yeah, that massive school.
Yeah.
I just hate hearing my voice. That's all.
I know you do. Oh, trust me. Look, I walk around my house. I've got 2 kids that enjoy torturing me. So I'll walk around my house and all of a sudden I hear my own voice talking in the front room. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What? What?
What, are they recording you or something?
No, they play the YouTube videos.
Ah, right.
Christmas Eve, Boxing Day. Yeah, Boxing Day. That one that came out, didn't it?
Which one?
The Christmas Day episode.
Oh yeah.
That one, when it came out on Boxing Day, they're torturing me with it, going, you can't speak properly, Daddy. Look at this. Why are you just standing there waving your hand? What we also want to do, we want to try and focus in on an actual feature each week, don't we? So we're trying to highlight an actual feature, which is going to be the main subject of the episode, if you like.
I think it's a hell of a improvement though to get Scott to film stuff because he has been filming some stuff.
He is doing better, in all fairness. We are going to have an extractor every week, we said, didn't we? So we have to have at least one extractor job every single week.
Yeah.
Obviously, really, it needs to be the most complicated, the most messy, whatever it is that week. Yeah. And I will look for the diary and look for that. And I'm not saying that that's going to be you every time, but I have to get, if I pick one, I have to have someone on it that's going to actually film.
Yeah.
There have also been some jobs as well, and some jobs not so much, but there have been some jobs where you turn your torch on your phone, and that gives us a really clear look of what's inside,
Oh,
like the extractor.
It would help if you had a
canopy.
working torch and you didn't have to use your phone.
Well, when you order new batteries, don't drop it.
That was a dig at me, not at you. I just thought I would get my own dig in there, you know. Seth Steakhouse, it's a case of, you know, I could have done better with the intro on that one, to be fair, but you know, this is one of the biggest steakhouses in Cheltenham. It's very fancy. It's this, it's that, it's whatever.
Definitely fancy.
You know, I could have gone in and said this extractor system cost upwards of £75,000 to install. It's got a very unique electrostatic system. The owner knows that he has to have it cleaned on a regular basis. Despite having that filter system, he still has to have it cleaned on a regular basis to make sure that the system works correctly. You know, it reduces the fire risk, all of that. That's what I would say, and I would say that is your lead in. I'll leave you to crack on. I'll grab Danny and we'll have a chat with Danny, we'll run through that sort of stuff. Cool. All right.
I live for that.
Sift through all the videos.
Yeah.
You may remember from a couple of episodes ago where we were doing our brainstorming about how we can help you to combat the cost of living and add a little bit extra value to our services during January. Well, these are our January specials we've currently got running, but get in quick, time is running out.
Oh, Marcus, how was Attic, by the way?
So since we've been back in, I mean, I'd say there's an improvement there.
Yeah.
There is definitely improvement.
I haven't actually properly introduced myself. I'm Craig.
Okay.
I do the digital marketing.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you spend a lot of time on a computer.
Yes, I do. That's why you haven't seen me yet.
Fingers crossed. When I go back in this week, Attic should be in a better place. Otherwise, I will have to start paying a bit of support visits and see if I can help them out a little bit where I can.
Yeah.
You know, you won't get everything done on your own, so it's a team effort.
Oh my god!
We do have a little bit of a team building fun games going on a little bit later on. Core values. Anyone put their hand up that can tell me? You know, a bit of a video explaining what's happening and the show of the before, if you like, if you're doing a clean. Ideally, what we are looking for is like a story of what's going on. If you're unsure, if you need help, whatever, then please ask. I know, Scott, you've been doing brilliantly lately. It's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. November was one of our best months ever. We were 18.9% up on 2022. That's really good. It's nice to be that much up. December, although it's not finalised, seemed to be up by 11% on 2022. However, when you factor in all of our cost increases in that time, it means we actually made a very small gross profit in November. There's certain things that still have to come out of that. How many of you have got vans left to do? Well, but you can do van checks and stuff if we can have some time with the support ops. Is there anything you want to raise while everyone's here, or is it more separate? Separate, right. Cool. Thank you all very much.
What? Just getting some van check footage. I'll grab that for you if you want. Yeah, you can go.
It's pretty uniform. Yeah, I put it on here. What's in there? Oh, well done.
So everything else.
Yeah, all the carpet machine.
Grab the rotary out.
Yeah, we probably should
Don't
do
do
that.
that now. Yeah. Right, I'll take this up.
Hey, you can give Stephen a hand lifting the rotary upstairs. See how heavy it is.
Oh, I'll give it a go. Doesn't look like it should be heavy.
It's not too bad, but it is.
Okay, right. Is it strapped down or something?
No, it's just it's.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's
Am I even holding it right?
not the lightest. Or,
I'm not holding this right, am I?
no, I mean it's fine. Yeah, it's just.
Bloody hell. God, you have got to have some muscles to carry that. Seriously, how like, did you carry this up flights of stairs or something? Because
No, luckily not. But well, actually saying that, sometimes on the jobs you do have to. If they haven't got an elevator or something, you've got to carry it a little bit. But
yeah, I can't imagine what carrying that's like.
yeah. Oh yeah, carrying that up flights of stairs on your own sometimes can be.
There's no way you do that with one person.
Oh, I've had to a few times.
Yeah?
It's,
Oh my
it's
god.
challenging, but
Yeah. I suppose the difference is you can wheel it, you don't have to carry it.
yeah.
So we wanted to talk today anyway. We want to basically put some sort of structure in place to make sure that we're keeping on top of things, maintaining quality, morale. We need you to work with Danny to keep everyone going. The whole situation is a prime example of why we need to do that. I just feel that even when we have a complaint, we deal with it, we deal with the complaint, but it then gets forgotten until we get another complaint or another situation or whatever it is. And so it's making sure that the communication between you two and then you to the team is as smooth as possible.
It's kind of sad that it's gone and it feels that way, but in another way it's like, oh well, we've just got to carry on now.
So you've put together, that's your structure, Phil. You're meeting with Lee on a weekly basis?
No, this is no, this is the one that I said that Lee would be going through with the techs.
It's not an opportunity for us to moan at them. It's an opportunity for us to get everything out in the open and try and highlight the issues that we have to resolve.
Yeah.
So you'll go through the one positive, then their scorecard, and then any issues or positives you want to bring to our attention.
Let's say, for example, I went to a job last week and my postcode was wrong. You can potentially deal with it, but you can see whether it lets them get it off the chest.
Yeah.
And whether or not it's a massive issue or a lower issue. Now, if it's a really big issue, like Ashley punched me the other day, then obviously, right, okay, we're going to need to talk about that on a one-to-one, and we'll go from there. The only way we are going to get everyone to work better together and improve is by everyone being honest and open. If you've got to come to me and say Danny's a dickhead, you're going to have to come and do it.
That's nice.
Because we've got to work together.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be having a new person shadow you soon, because Kim hopefully will get someone on board quickly.
17, 16.
Hang on.
17 or 16.
To add some fun and give the team some encouragement, we did an advent calendar before Christmas, and now it's time to award the prizes.
God, certainly weren't leading by example.
Get
2 hour early finish.
Danny missed some bits.
Yeah. My counting skills.
I got 2 hour early finish.
Oh, you're a trade. Trading to be done here.
18.
Negotiations.
Yeah. 20. Thank you. And 25.
Yeah, me.
I'm on a diet, so the sweets would have been no good.
Those sweets.
That's right.
Do they not count because they're fruit?
Yeah, they do.
That's it, isn't it? Thank you.
Yeah,
We need to run through some training for some on the mini tech, so just want to run through that. And then we're going to do some games, yeah?
Mhm.
We're going to have an office Olympics. But you didn't think you'd be doing this? Oh! I think it's what's called a whooping, but you know. Just done with the countdown tune. A minute left.
A minute?
That was a long 2 minutes, wasn't it? Let's give some clues.
We got one, right.
You should know that, Scott. Scott. Yeah? Eric, leave it.
Scott.
Oh, he's just right now.
What was that? Thursday, 4th of January. Yesterday was a crazy day. Lots going on, lots of meetings, but it was nice to have the team in, have some fun, get some serious stuff done, and we had some good chats with a lot of people, and hopefully we think we've made some good headway, and just to keep improving the way we're doing things to deliver a better service for our clients and also a better place to work for everyone involved at Vapor Clean. Today it's not as busy. It is the first week of January, and as I've said before, it's probably one of our hardest weeks to fill because people don't want to think that far ahead. So we do quite often end up with a few gaps. That said, customer service team have done a sterling job, and it's not that bad, it's just not absolutely rammed. We've got a mixture today for the technicians. They are on a couple of extractor systems. We've got a couple of ender tenancies and some smaller carpets, upholstery jobs as well. So some really good stuff going on today on the specialist side. On the contract side, we have lots of audits and stuff to do. We have another clean over at the Attic nightclub today, and Ashley's been over with Matt, one of the support ops, to get some bits done on some other site. However, the biggest thing happening today, it is Kim's workiversary, the 1 year workiversary. It feels like Kim's been with us for more than a year, to be honest. She is such a key part of the team. It is unbelievable. So she really feels like she has been with us for longer than that. However, Kim has a bit of a work history, and it makes her very, very nervous. She's not had a job for more than a year, or up to a year, in about 13 years. Through no fault of her own, she's always been trying to do different things. She's had multiple jobs actually go into, multiple companies actually go into bankruptcy while she was there. I think they simply are the ones that are missing out by letting her go. Not that I think she'd ever admit it, but it does make her quite nervous in the role. So want to make a big deal of it today and congratulate her for, well, do you know what? It's not even congratulate her. It's thank her for being part of the team and doing all the hard work that she does. Being the person that actually goes out and gets all the presents and does all the thank yous and things like that for everyone else, it's really important to make sure we do it for her. And honestly, I've learned the hard way about not showing my gratitude. I'm not the fluffiest type of person, so it's actually quite difficult for me to express the gratitude and say thank you for not to say thank you, but to celebrate these moments as such, because it's not something that makes a big deal to me. You know, someone to come to say, it's even my birthday, you know, someone comes to me and says happy birthday, it's water off a duck's back. It doesn't really mean a lot, but I know it means a lot. I've learnt now that it means a lot to other people, so I have to make sure and make the effort, especially with someone like Kim that does it for everyone else so much. Let's go and see what she says. On that note though, the card is not a typical card, so we might have to just show you a close-up on the card. You know what I'm like. Eric. Wait, come on. Get out of here. Kim, you made it to a year! Congratulations, well done.
That's not a notice then, no?
No. I'll save that till tomorrow. I'll give her 1 year and 1 day.
Thank you. Yeah,
Eric, come on. I didn't think of a balloon. If I'd have thought of that, I'd have got the big one.
I was going to go get one, but I wanted the one today. Thank you very much.
Here today,
I did.
early morning start at Chance Encounters restaurant. Coming to do their extractor clean. Just do a quick walk through to the kitchen. And they've got an 8 filter canopy, quite large. Nice kitchen as well, as you can see. It's in very good condition and they keep it clean.
The weirdest thing just happened to me, and I actually needed it right now. As a content creator, you often question what you're doing, how you're doing it, and whether or not it's worthwhile. And a lot of people give up too soon. And I could have been quite close to giving up too soon. But I've literally just walked into the supermarket to pick something up, and I've actually had someone come up to me and say hello and call me by name and just say they wanted to introduce themselves and said that they've been watching our content and everything else like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't do this to be famous. This is not why I do it. I try and do it to help the cleaning industry and get the name out there for Vapor Clean, obviously. But it still felt good. And when you're on a long journey of creating content, you want to see those little signs that it's working. And I'll take that as a sign it's working, no matter how weird it felt. Friday the 5th of January, I'm heading over to the office, just arrived. We finally got a dry, crisp morning. We are dealing with some of the floods that are happening in the Gloucester area at the moment. It obviously makes travel difficult. The rain on the roads slows us down, so it is difficult for all of the team that are out there on the road, but we are battling through. Hopefully this is the breaking point and we've got just a few days to go while the rain comes down off the hills and we will have a bit more of a drier period. The last few days I've been doing a bit of research into what sort of content we're going to be bringing you on the YouTube channel. If you've got any things that you want us to see, you want us to put to the test, drop it in the comments below, let us know. But during my research, it's brought up a lot of stuff about motivation. When you think cleaning, you need to sort of get yourself moving. And it also ties into what you do in an office or an office-based job and things like that as well. There's a book called Eat the Frog. Now, the best form of motivation is to eat the frog and start with the hardest thing first. Now, you're probably thinking, what the hell has that got to do with cleaning? Well, if you start with the hardest bit first and you break the back of it, eat the frog, then essentially not only will you get that sense of achievement, you will just see the results straight away, which would spur you on or motivate you to keep going and get the rest done. If you've got a big long list, don't get me wrong, you can tick loads of things off and that makes you feel good and spurs you on. But if you do it the other way around and you tick the big thing off, it may take you longer, but when you see that result or you feel that feeling of getting that big, horrible job done, you've got to run then to crack on with it. Why am I thinking about that so much at the moment? I mean, we've got loads of people out there cleaning. The best way to get the results done is to motivate them. The best way to retain staff, keep people happy, and obviously keep growing the business is to motivate them. So obviously that's been going through as well. And it's very timely for me to see that coming into YouTube content and everything else as well, which is one of the reasons why I love doing this stuff as much as obviously everything else that I do at Vapor Clean. So watch this space, we've got some good stuff coming your way. There's some crazy ideas going away in this mad million mile an hour brain of mine. That's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. Please do come back next week when we are doing even more planning for the future and we are strategizing to see how we are going to achieve the big goals that we have set for ourselves. We will be visiting some sites that we have quoted in recent weeks, so you'll be able to see whether we're right or wrong with what we're planning on. And we go back to an extractor system that we have cleaned a number of times over the last few years, but it is really, really bad. It was one of the worst we've seen for a long time last time we were there. So are we cleaning it frequently enough? And is there any more we can do to keep the restaurant safe? Thanks very much for watching. Please do click the subscribe button below, turn on the notification bell, and we'll see you next week behind the cleans.